was awesome to arrive in LA to see over 800 students at the campus conference there. Over in Virginia Beach, there were over 1,200 in attendance. We're hosting 21 campus conferences in 20 different cities around the world. While the numbers are incredible, it's just astounding to see the way that God is at work in our campus. Conference organizers Steve Lounsbury and Steve Stevenson shared their impressions.
See people catch a vision that they could actually go into all the world and preach the gospel. Exciting to see students really driving across the country from Texas, flying in from Hawaii. We've got people from Korea and Singapore.
One of the big highlights was a video link-up with campus conferences going on in Virginia Beach and Mexico City and in Guatemala. We were able to talk face-to-face and see the students at all those locations. Thanks, Roger Lamb, for putting all that together. By Sunday morning, the hall was overflowing, and in fact, some people had to get creative just to get a good night's sleep. Great news of campus ministries exploding all over the world came pouring in.
Hey, I'm Elena of the Charlotte Church Ministry, and this is amazing.
And we are from Singapore Central Christian Church Campus Ministry. Over the past 2 years, the campus ministry has grew from 10 to 20.
And we are the campus ministers in Baton Rouge, Louisiana at LSU and Southern University, where we just moved to restart the campus ministries there this week.
We baptized 5 people in the last year, 4 of them campus students. 1 we baptized the night we left to come here. It's just been awesome. We've doubled our campus ministry in a year, and we're looking to double it again next year.
My wife and I began the ministry 3 years ago, and we started actually the day of the conference in LA. And 3 years later, we have 35 at the conference, whereas then it was only my wife and I.
Yeah, my conference has been incredible. You know, in San Diego, ours is the turnaround story. We've had a rough few years, and we're really excited. We're getting campus turned around, cranked up. We had 70 people here at the campus conference in Los Angeles, and I think everybody's inspired, ready to go back and start a revolution.
It's been a phenomenal conference here in Los Angeles, California. Just 4 years ago, we were only 300 people in San Antonio. And this year, we've grown to see conferences now in 21 cities, in 20 different nations around the world. And our expected attendance is over 4,000. So God's at work in the campus ministries in a powerful way. And this is going to be one of the key factors in reaching all those key world cities with the message of Jesus Christ. You be praying for the campus ministries, and you be praying for these cities around the world that need churches. God bless. There are 16 million orphans due to AIDS in Africa. In the care of grandparents or teenage siblings, these kids are extremely vulnerable, high risk for rape, abuse, and violence. Doctors Mark Ottenweller and Mark Aguirre of Hope Worldwide have been helping 30,000 orphans in 6 nations in sub-Saharan Africa. Widely recognized, the projects employ about 100 disciples. Sadly, the projects lost funding last year, and Mark have been scrambling to generate new grants for these orphans before their own salaries run out and they are forced to look for other jobs. We asked Dr. Mark Ottenweller what Hope Worldwide's projects did for the orphans.
We provide care and support for orphans, counseling, home-based care, educational supplies. We provide prevention of AIDS. We provide nutritional support. It's a broad-based, comprehensive package of care and support to orphans.
Now, Mark, do you think these projects can be saved?
Yes, I think they can. We've had huge budget cuts in a number of countries, but we have great partnerships with a group of corporations and foundations. And then long-term, we can certainly get funding from international agencies like the U.S. government.
And what's going to happen to these kids if the projects close?
Well, our teams on the ground will try to find local care and support, but we do work in informal settlements. We work in the roughest, toughest, poorest areas of many of these cities and countries, so they're pretty desperate situations.
Mark went on to explain that he believes they are just a few months away from receiving the grants, saving the projects, and saving the jobs of the 100 disciples employed there. On the weekends now, he fundraises in churches, and during the week he works on grant proposals. The danger here is that Dr. Ottenweller may be laid off before these grants can be secured, and these orphans become a casualty of the 2009 recession. Right now, several churches and individuals have contributed, but more help is needed. If you'd like to keep Dr. Ottenweller at work securing grants for these orphans, then here's how you can help.
Jesus looked them square up in the eye and informed them that the storm is passing over. The storm is passing over. The storm.
Manila has been through 2 typhoons, no power, waist-deep water, 78 members gone missing, and untold damage to cars, homes, businesses, and properties. Many sat on their roofs waiting for the waters to subside. Well, now the missing have been found and the sun has come out, and this week churches around the world fasted, prayed, and contributed to help meet the needs of these brave disciples. And they wanted to tell you themselves from Manila how they felt.
We're just so blown away by how much you've shown your love and concern for all of us here in Manila. So from the very bottom of our hearts, we just simply want to say,
head to Atlanta for the first ever Arts and Entertainment Seminar, put on by the 2-time Grammy winner Speech Thomas and evangelist Mike Patterson. Love Without Stopping was the theme, and over 850 people from all over the world attended.
And we decided to step out on faith and encourage our brothers and sisters to come together and learn how to better use our talents for God.
There was preaching, music, dance, poetry, fellowship, and baptism.
If you have a talent, a gift, or ability, use it for God. This wasn't just for professional artists or those who desire to be in the arts, but it's for all of us using every single talent we have to bring glory to God.
Musical acts The Elements, Nanyana, and Braille opened up for Arrested Development. Speech took the festivities to a whole new level as AD performed new hits as well as the old school classics we all love. Speech has a new book out entitled What is Success? And Roger Lamb, by the way, took home the A&E Legacy Award. What a conference.
Walking down the street, everybody knows who I am. Not here trying to make my pockets fatter, but hopefully in heaven where it truly matters. Now I'm a little old school, extracted from the new, injected with some lyrics and a different point of view. And style of breakdancing in the middle of the show. Graffiti artists doing some tagging for some dough. And it's